Long time no see, everyone. Hisashiburi, tanto tiempo sin verte. It's your old mate Jakargon back at it again. This time with a closer look at this. A Soshiotsuki SS23 sakiori tire denim jacket. Now, since my last video on Soshiotsuki, we have seen him win the LVMH prize. Massive props to them and everybody involved. That is a huge achievement, and it has catapulted them into, like, I've seen so many articles, so many videos posted, which is very, very cool. Like, I'm curious to see where the label goes next, and people are currently it's polarizing. People either really love the current oversized suiting and tailoring or hate it. But I don't know. I feel like with artistic things, having that reaction, even if it's hate, even if you really hate it, I still think that's in a way positive, because you've pulled a reaction out of someone rather than indifference, which I feel like with art or with so many things, indifference is like one of the worst responses somebody could have. Like, I feel like when I come out of most Marvel movies these days, I feel nothing, and it sucks. Like, it's like I didn't even hate it. I've already forgotten what happened. Nothing. So make of that what you will, but that's how I like to sort of see that sort of criticism too. And also put it out there. Maybe try looking up how to pronounce someone's name before you just guess. I do my best. I'm guilty of that too, but we try and learn and move on. But yeah, let's talk about the jacket. So I found this a few months ago. I know I haven't made videos for a while, so this has been in my possession for a bit, and it was quite a wild find because I had been aware of the tire denim pants. I had seen them around, but like with most Soshiotsuki bottoms, they just don't fit people larger than, like, let's say an 84 centimeter waist. Usually you find them at like 80 centimeters, and it's just wild, but that's unfortunately just how sizing goes with the label there. Even a lot of the newer suiting stuff, the bottoms, they look huge because they are huge, but the waist is not huge. So will I ever be able to own a pair of Soshiotsuki bottoms? Probably not, but we're just gonna have to make do with cool tops. So finding this piece was a real shock to me, because I had legitimately, over the past few years of looking at pieces on resale for this label, I had never seen this pop up. Never. And it did, and it had the measurements, and I was like, that'll fit. Bought it, it arrived, and my goodness, it is a piece and a half. So this is the jacket itself, and take a look at that texture, right? It is gorgeous. You can see why it's called the tire denim jacket, just because, yeah, I mean, it looks like tire treads throughout. I'll give you a bit of a closer up look here too. It is very, very delicate, and I'll explain why, because of how it's constructed. So the sakiori part of how this is made is a tradition of Japanese weaving that came from, I think, like the mid 18th century, like Edo period Japan, as far as I've been able to tell, northern Japan, where people would wear their clothes over and over and over again. They would fall apart. And sort of similar to how like Boro was, reusing pieces to patch up and give new life to worn down things. Sakiori, on the other hand, is literally translate to like tear and weave. So they would tear up like bits of cotton kimonos or kimonos of other fabrics like hemp or rami, I think is how you say it. And then weave them together. So you can see in the close-up here that these are all strips that are woven in and out to create this fantastic texture throughout the jacket itself. It is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. As a jacket, very, very much like a fashion type thing. It doesn't really provide you a lot of warmth because you can... I don't think enough light is shining through, but it's quite transparent. Like if I hold it, I guess you can't see on your own, but I can see straight through this on my side. And it's also quite delicate because of those threads that are holding it together. You can see them. They are tiny, and these things do get caught. I've had to repair a couple so far because just like walking around, you might get caught on something and you don't realize and it just rips it. So definitely something to be aware of, but it's still just one of the coolest things I have ever owned as well. And some more details you can see, like the buttons do have that, you know, rusted, worn look that is quite common with other Soshiotsuki jackets too. So getting this, wearing this, and it fitting, it's not a perfect fit. I will be honest, you will see it on and be like, it doesn't fit perfectly. There's not much I can do about that. This is a size 46 as well, as you can see. I'm not sure whether this came out in a 48, but I think it fits well enough. It is cropped in the body, you know, everyone loves that. And well, most people love that these days. And while it may not look the best buttoned up on me, you can still wear it open and it still fits pretty nicely too. I'll show you the tag as well. Yeah, we can see it is from SS23, made from cotton, and it does also have that warning on there that it may catch easily, so handle with care. Be careful with this, because it may fall apart. Product code there as well, but what a piece. Let's pop it on so you can see how it fits on body, and then I do also have some, like I've worn it a bunch already, of course, so you know, you'll also see that. Also, shout outs to my steamer being the clothes hanger for today. Okay, so here we are putting the jacket on. I'm also trying out this wireless mic thing, which is probably not gonna work properly. And probably shouldn't be where it is, but hopefully it's not kicking up too much of a stink. But so this is the jacket on and loose. So you can see that it is not the perfect fit, but it does go on. It does work, and just the texture again is just, whoa, to die for. So lovely. Let's button it up. Okay, adjusted the camera, but this is it buttoned up all the way. You can see there. It is quite the piece. Usually I don't do the top button up there, but just showing you for good measure. There are no side pockets, unfortunately, which is pretty miserable, but it is what it is. Usually I would maybe have these two unbuttoned just for the way it fits, but yeah, this is the jacket itself. What do you think? Just gorgeous. I love this so much. And also to be clear as well, in terms of like texture, I do have very sensitive skin, and this on my bare skin, it's not the greatest, but it's not the worst either. Like I'm not uncomfortable, it doesn't itch or anything like that. But keep in mind, that's just for, you know, us sensitive skin sufferers out there where like things like wool are just impossible. This does not feel bad. It is quite soft cotton. It's just because of the way it's like textured and all that kind of like gives it that interesting feel, but I wouldn't worry too much. It does feel pretty good, but for now I am gonna take this off because it is over 30 degrees. It's boiling. I'm hot. And I was wondering, how am I gonna do this video because it's so hot? These are the things I do for you. So yeah, that's a look at how it looks on body. I'm gonna put up some some videos of how I have styled it recently as well. And I do just really like wearing it with sort of boot cut or baggy jeans. It looks really nice. It is that whole like, you know, small top, big pant type vibe that is so popular these days. I do really like how that all looks. And then with shorts, it can be like, I feel like with shorts, it is a bit interesting as well because of the crop look of it. Shorts can be a bit interesting to style. I suppose you want like bigger, wider, longer shorts rather than shorter ones. I guess I don't really own any like short shorts either, so that's not really that much of a problem. And the other thing I was gonna say is that wearing it with like skinny pants is not something that I think looks good on me because I'm stocky, I'm quite plump, and skinny pants need an overall slimmer silhouette for me for it to make it work, and a cropped top with a slim pant on myself just doesn't look nice. I don't like how that looks. I'm not sure how other people feel, but I would rather not do that. But that's just personal preference. Like, if you are of, you know, a much skinnier build, than a cropped top and a skinnier pant probably looks lovely because most clothes are designed to fit a body like that. But yeah, that's just my personal preference on how that all fits. But yeah, that was a look at the Soshiotsuki tie denim sakiori jacket. What did you think? It's very, very interesting. I have seen maybe one more of these floating about. I'm not sure if it's still on Mercari, but also various pairs of the pants. And the pants, I think, would be a bit of a tougher one because pants, you're sitting down. There's a lot more interaction with pants to like world things, and wearing something that has such a delicate structure to it, I feel like the pants would wear down pretty quickly, but I don't know. It'd be very, very cool to have like the matching set, but that's never gonna happen for me unless my body completely changes and I lose like 30 kilos or something. But yeah, you can find the pants more actively. I'm sure there's like a couple of pairs on Mercari. I did see a very, very affordable pair of the pants as well, but I'm not sure whether that's still around. But yeah, have a look. So yeah, thanks so much for watching the video. Hope you had fun. You'll take care of yourselves out there. And as the weather is shifting as well, adjusting with the seasons. But yeah, you'll have fun, be safe, take care. And as always, don't do anything I do except, yeah, check out different styles of like construction and weaving because you can get some very, very cool results. Worth it. All right, you'll take care and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.